let's talk about arithmetic operations. This will form the basics of formulas, and then we will move to the predefined functions that Excel has. So we'll start with the basic arithmetic operations from mathematics. So the first one is addition. So as always, we start with equals to a plus sign, even minus in some cases if the situation requires for it, but we will use equals to. So equals to, let's say there is a number 23 plus 11, right? A good thing is that it's not that we can only use it once, we can do it multiple times, right? So I can have as many numbers in this formula as I want with addition or any other operation, right? So this is how we use addition. I can take the same formula and use a negative sign and I get the result, right? So 23, sorry, 23 minus 11 minus 21, right? That's your subtraction. Pretty basic, right? And then we start with multiplication. So we have 2 into, let's say, 3, and let's include decimal here like this, right? So 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 1.5 is 9. And then we have division, 55 divided by 11, let's say, and we got your answer. Let's say it is 0.5. It will give you the answer in decimal numbers. So if your answer is a whole number, it will give you that whole number, but if it is in decimal, it will give you the decimal answer as well. Right? Exponentiation is basically raised to the power. So if I say 3 raised to the power of 2, that means I'm multiplying the number in itself twice, right? So equals to 3 and the caret. The symbol is called caret. So 3 raised to the power 2 is 9. Right? I can have this also raised to the power 2 and it gives me 81. So this is your this is the foundations of the arithmetic operations, right? And from order of operations, you will know that for more complex operations, how would you know exactly what you will get? And you will tweak your formulas using the brackets according to the use case that you have so that you can control the calculations, right? Let's go into the comparison operators, right? So in comparison operators, we are comparing either a number or text with one another, right? So I'll give you an example. So equals to is, let's say, 1 equals to 1, which is true, right? I can have 1 equals to 2, which is false, right? I can have a equals a, true, and then I can have b equals a, which is false, right? If I take the same example of b not equals to a, I will get true, right? So less than and greater than symbols combined will give you the not equals to sign, okay? And then we have greater than, right? So this one is interesting. Let's say uh, 5 greater than 4, yes. 5 less than 4, false. And let's say I have a greater than b, it is false, right? And then if I say b greater than a, it is true. Okay, so why did it happen? So at the back end, every character, every symbol is assigned a unique number to it or a code to it, right? Let's see if I can give you the code. So for code A, it's 65, and if I say code of B, it is 66, right? So 66 is greater than 65, and hence B greater than A is actually true. right? So you can have, let's say, B versus AA, it will still be true, right? So you can compare text or strings with one another, and the way it decides whether this is greater than or not is according to the dictionary order of the letters and the words, right? So that means we will look at the first character, right? If it is greater already, we will simply say true, right? If both the characters are actually equal, then it will look at the second character, which is E, which is obviously greater than A. So look at it from the perspective of indexes. So A, let's say, is 1, then Z or Z will be 26, right? So the later the letter is in the alphabetical in the alphabets, the bigger the letter is, right? So that's how the greater than works, right? If I take the same example, of course, if I do less than, you will get the result false, right? So greater than is exactly opposite of less than, right? We have one more variation of greater than, which is greater than or equals to. So what does it mean? That if I have 5 equals to 5, sorry, 5 greater than equals to 5, it will be true, right? If I say 6 greater than equals to 5, it will be true. So what we are saying here is, if this number is either greater or equals to this number, then it will be true, otherwise false. Okay, so let's take example of less than equals to 5, right? So what we are saying here is, if this number is either less or equals to this number, it will return true, otherwise false, right? Now, in all these functions, if I say, let's say, if I take this number and divide it by 0, okay, you will get a division by 0 error. What does it mean? No number can be divided by 0, hence it is an error. And if you use an error within a formula, it will return an error. This is true for all the formulas that we have seen so far.